Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. The promised Xiaoyao young master, how can it change the national fortune? During his time traveling, Zhang Tianbao traveled until the reign of Emperor Tianqi of the Ming dynasty. Fortunately, he became the son of a local salt merchant. The life of a wealthy young master is not only about eating, drinking, and playing, but also about eating and waiting for death. By chance, Zhang Tianbao's plan to explore the world was finally realized. So, he took his servant Xiaoyao and his own little donkey brother, and resolutely embarked on a journey of wandering the world. By chance, I was admitted to the top spot in the gold exam. From then on, the gears of fate began to activate. He and Emperor Zhu Yuxiao call each other brothers every day. He also fought back and forth with two important court officials. Galloping in the court, wandering in the rivers and lakes. Accompanied by younger brothers and accompanied by beautiful women. Isn't this carefree and joyful life fragrant? After experiencing various ups and downs, he began to tire of the deceitful life. I just want to be a carefree little rich man and spend my life happily. However, fate does not fulfill people's wishes. But he was repeatedly drawn into the extremely complex officialdom and the war-torn battlefield. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. A Little Donkey. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1. A Little Donkey. The Ming Dynasty in a Parallel World. The sky is clear for thousands of miles, and the wind and sun are beautiful. Shaanxi Province, Taiyuan Prefecture, Jixin County. The outskirts of Zhangzhuang Town. A young man dressed in fancy clothes was lazily lying on the grass. It seems to be, with a drowsy appearance. Next to the young man, there is a pure black little donkey. Continuously and desperately gnawing on those lush weeds. This young man's name is Zhang Tianbao. In fact, this young man named Zhang Tianbao is a traveler. Zhang Tianbao comes from the Blue Star world of the 21st century. That is a highly civilized modern society. That is a highly developed space for later generations. At this moment, Zhang Tianbao was full of complaints and asked the heavens in silence. Excuse me, my goodness, what's going on here? I've been traveling here for over 3 years now, why is there still nothing? Excuse me, where is my system? Also, where's my golden finger? Why hasn't it been credited yet? What kind of thing is there? How can I play with this? Isn't this? It took me through a lonely time. Besides eating, drinking, and having fun, all I have left is just hanging out and waiting to die. Sigh, every day of my life. Really, it's so boring, so boring. Hey, my little donkey brother, you're still the best. Only you have always been with me, so I am not so lonely anymore. Oh, by the way, little donkey. Do you have the same worries as me? At that moment, the little donkey suddenly let out a roar and kicked away. Zhang Tianbao shouted anxiously, Little donkey, where are you going? Stop, stop, you stop for me. At this moment, the little donkey seemed to have gone crazy, running wildly all the way. Zhang Tianbao was panting heavily and desperately chasing after him. In no time, one person and one donkey had already run to the bustling town. At this time, the town is bustling with people coming and going. This pure black little donkey was rampaging around in the crowded crowd. Zhang Tianbao rushed all the way, desperately chasing after him. At this moment, Zhang Tianbao had already run, panting heavily and sweating profusely. Zhang Tianbao shouted loudly, Donkey, please stop for me. However, this pure black little donkey ran even faster. After running a few hundred meters, Zhang Tianbao, who was furious, collapsed on the ground, feeling powerless. At this moment, Xiaoyao, who was setting up a stall on the roadside, quickly walked over. Zhao Xiao asked with great concern, Tianbao, what's wrong with you? Zhang Tianbao just smiled awkwardly and said, sigh. Don't mention it now. Zhao Xiao, hurry up and pick me up first. My little donkey brother ran out again to find his wife. No matter how hard I try, I still can't hold it. This despicable guy is really getting on my nerves. After hearing this, Zhao Xiao smiled and narrowed his small eyes into a slit. Zhang Tianbao glared fiercely at Zhao Xiao and then got up from the ground. Zhao Xiao took out a small stool from his stall. Let the exhausted Zhang Tianbao sit down quickly and take the opportunity to catch his breath. Zhang Tianbao dusted off the dust on his body and sat down casually. Then, Zhang Tianbao smiled and asked, Zhao Xiao, do you have no business today? Zhao Xiao replied awkwardly, yes, there really isn't much business. I've been running a stall for half a day now, and I don't even have a customer who came to fix shoes. By the way, brother Tianbao, can I accompany you to find little donkey? Zhang Tianbao shook his head slightly and said with some concern, Zhao Xiao, what should you do with this cobbler's stall? Zhao Xiao said casually, Tianbao, it's important for us to find a donkey. I said to the vegetable seller next to me and asked him to show me the stall for a while. Let's go, let's quickly find the donkey. Looking at Zhao Xiao in front of me, there was an incredibly sincere expression. Zhang Tianbao couldn't help but feel a slight warmth in his heart. So Zhang Tianbao was very excited and said, Zhao Xiao, you are really my good brother. Besides my little donkey brother, you are the best. Let's go for a walk, let's go find the little donkey quickly. Zhao Xiao rubbed his head and couldn't help but smirk inwardly. Zhui. In the eyes of Tianbao brother, Zhao Xiao's status is actually inferior to that of a donkey. Sigh. Num. Although, Zhao Xiao's heart was still secretly slandering. However, Zhao Xiao's face was still piled up with a smile. Unfortunately, life is not easy, there is really no other way. Life is ragged and tattered, Zhao Xiao sews and repairs it. He, Zhao Xiao, is just a little cobbler. Zhao Xiao's family is very financially challenged. It can be said that being poor means dying. The thief went to Zhao Xiao's house and probably had to leave crying. And this Zhang Tianbao is a wealthy young master. Being able to make friends with such a wealthy young master. This made Zhao Xiao feel extremely honored. Zhang Tianbao turned his head and shouted, Zhao Xiao, please hurry up for me. How does an old man grind and chatter? As long as you find little donkey, I'll treat you to a big meal. Zhao Xiao said excitedly, really? Brother Tianbao. I've been wanting to eat good food for a long time, I've never seen you. Okay, let's quickly find the donkey. Your little donkey is really a hassle. Zhang Tianbao glared at Zhao Xiao and angrily said, Zhao Xiao, what do you know? My little donkey brother, that's a legendary donkey. It is both my good friend and my little donkey brother. This little donkey is good at everything, he just likes to find a wife. As soon as it smelled the female hormone of the little female donkey, it became so excited that it couldn't hold on. Upon hearing Zhang Tianbao's words, Zhao Xiao quickly covered her mouth and secretly chuckled. Zhang Tianbao said angrily, Zhao Xiao, why are you laughing so hard? Zhao Xiao couldn't help but laugh and said, Tianbao, look at what you're saying. The two of us are not as good as a donkey. The little donkey has already found a wife, we are still a single couple. Sigh. When can I, Zhao Xiao, get married? After Zhao Xiao finished speaking, his face couldn't help but show a look of self-blame and self-pity. Looking at Zhao Xiao, who was a skilled actor, Zhang Tianbao threw him over with a big white eye. Zhang Tianbao and Zhao Xiao searched for a few more streets. They finally found the little donkey that was on the track. I saw a little female donkey tied at the entrance of a donkey meat soup restaurant. And another little male donkey is doing friendly, and social activities with this little female donkey. Suddenly, both Zhang Tianbao and Zhao Xiaoer couldn't help but blush. Zhang Tianbao angrily rebuked in a low voice, "Little donkey, you are so cowardly. If you don't take a look, what is this place? If we come a little later, you probably... it's going to turn into donkey meat soup. Go, 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 go." Zhang Tianbao pulled his little donkey and prepared to escape. At this moment, a butcher with a face full of flesh had already walked out of the room with great strides. The butcher waved his butcher's knife and cursed loudly, "T.M.D., how dare you steal my donkey? It seems that you don't want to live anymore." As soon as the butcher finished speaking, the butcher's knife in his hand swung towards Zhang Tianbao. Zhang Tianbao, who looked bewildered, was very scared and closed his eyes. Ding, the wandering Jianghu checked that IN system has officially started. This system has detected that the host is in certain life-threatening situations at this moment. Newcomer gift package, presenting the host with 20 years of profound skills and one yang fingering technique. Please use the one yang fingering technique to solve the current crisis. At this moment, Zhang Tianbao is still panicking, waving his hands. Shudot. With a sound. A pure and powerful internal force quickly shot out from Zhang Tianbao's fingertips. Ah! A scream of agony. The butcher at the donkey meat soup restaurant was already in excruciating pain and threw away the butcher's knife. The butcher, who was still ferocious just now, screamed in immense pain and fell heavily to the ground. Zhang Tianbao and Zhao Xiaoer exchanged a glance, feeling a faint surprise in their hearts. Then, the two of them quickly led the little donkey and fled the scene in a hurry. P.S. New book, seeking various data support. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 2. Amazing Strategies. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2 Amazing Strategies. Zhang Tianbao and Zhao Xiaoer, holding a little donkey, panicked and fled from the donkey meat soup restaurant. After arriving in the bustling city, the two of them couldn't help but take a deep breath of relief. Zhao Xiaoer said with lingering palpitations, "Tianbao, it was really dangerous just now. By the way, when did you learn Kung Fu?" Why don't I know?" Zhang Tianbao said with a puzzled expression, "Kung Fu? I don't know much Kung Fu. The martial arts master my dad hired for me has long been infuriated by me. I estimate that this time. The butcher at the donkey meat soup restaurant may also have a sudden heart attack, right? Hey! Let's just leave him alone, the two of us. Let's go to the Furong restaurant first and celebrate it well." After Zhang Tianbao finished speaking, he led the little donkey towards a restaurant. Zhao Xiao, on the other hand, was restless and quickly followed behind Zhang Tianbao. As soon as they arrived at the entrance of the restaurant, a very capable waiter quickly welcomed them. The waiter asked enthusiastically, "Two guests, what would you like to eat?" Zhang Tianbao smiled slightly and said loudly, "Arrange the best food and drinks here for me. Fast speed and good taste. Also, take my donkey to the backyard and get it some grass and water." The shop assistant reluctantly agreed and followed Zhang Tianbao's instructions one by one. In no time, a table full of delicious wine, aroma, and cuisine was already set on the table. Zhao Xiaoer's eyes lit up and he said excitedly, "Wow, it's really delicious. I'm almost drooling. Tianbao, can we start eating now?" Zhang Tianbao said happily, "You, Zhao Xiaoer, are just a snack. Eat and eat, you know how to eat." Zhao Xiaoer said somewhat aggrieved, Brother Tianbao, I still know how to marry a wife. Unfortunately, my family is really poor. What kind of girl from that family would take a liking to me, this poor kid? Who is like you again? With such a good fate, reincarnation also requires skills. Look at you, there's so much money in your family that you can't spend it all. After hearing Zhao Shao's words, Zhang Tianbao looked worried and slowly picked up his glass. Zhang Tianbao said dejectedly, "Hey, not really, not really. Zhao Shao, you won't even understand the troubles in my heart. If I have too much money at home, it completely limits my free development space. I just want to be an excellent little carpenter, and my father is so angry that he flies into a rage. The craftsmanship of these ancestors will probably be completely lost in my generation. Besides, my dad is really strange. A good carpenter doesn't do it and insists on buying and selling salt. Since my dad, by chance, he has embarked on the path of selling salt. He accidentally jumped to become the richest man in our local area. Ah! My charm, which has nowhere to be placed, can only be used to flirt with girls. My unparalleled talent is completely useless. The most despicable thing is that my father forces me every day to learn from those who are too ignorant. I have no interest in those words and phrases. If it weren't for my dad is too rich. How could I live so boring every day? If given the opportunity, I would like to go out and explore the world, take a good look. If it weren't for fate, how could I be willing to be such a lazy person?" After Zhang Tianbao finished speaking, he suddenly raised his neck and swallowed the wine in his glass. Zhao Shao next to him, with a glint of his eyes, had already come up with a plan. Zhao Shao suggested mysteriously, "Brother Tianbao, you don't have to sigh. I have a good idea, brother, that you can get what you want. Tianbao, didn't you just say you wanted to go out and explore the world? Now, I have come up with a brilliant strategy." Upon hearing this, Zhang Tianbao quickly put down his chopsticks, his eyes still shining with an excited little star. Zhao Shao pretended to be deep and coughed softly. Zhang Tianbao urged anxiously, "Zhao Shao, don't be too flashy. If you have any good ideas, just tell me quickly." Zhao Shao said proudly, "Tianbao, I just don't know. Have you heard about it? Recently, there have been rumors in Kyoto that there will be another exam for the Enko exam this year. The imperial examination this time was specially issued by the emperor to recruit extraordinary people and scholars from all over the world. It is said that it was because a demon master from an island country came over from the small country of Fusang. The demon master of this island country has set up an arena and dares to shout about our magnificent country. Even the island demon master threatened that if no one defeated him, he would refuse to pay tribute and become a vassal. At this moment, the whole country was in a state of uproar. Our common people in the Ming dynasty are all filled with righteous indignation. I saw Zhang Tianbao furrowing his eyebrows slightly, looking uninterested. Zhang Tianbao said in a faint tone, "You Zhao Shao, you are really unreliable. Can I still participate in the scientific examination, even though I am a semi-illiterate and a half-hearted nine-leaky fish? Those densely packed words make me feel a headache whenever I see them. Besides, even if it knows me, I don't know it either. If I can win the top spot in the exam, the sun will have to come out from the west. Cut, Zhao Shao, you pig brain." Zhao Shao gave a cheap smile and then said, "Tianbao, you don't know anything. That place in Kyoto is bustling, with beautiful women like clouds. Why don't we take this opportunity to go on a trip? Brother Tianbao, you can also escape openly and let yourself go. Firstly, you can take this opportunity to break free from your father's discipline. Secondly, you can also realize your dream of wandering the world." After Zhao Shao finished speaking, he was very proud and raised his eyebrows. Zhang Tianbao touched his chin and pondered, saying, Not bad, that's a good idea. Zhao Shao, you're really a chicken thief. Okay, according to your plan, let's go to Daming Kyoto and hang out. Shop assistant, come here quickly to settle the bill. After Zhang Tianbao settled the bill, he excitedly walked out of the tea house with Xiaoyao. The two of them, holding the little donkey, strolled freely on the bustling street. In no time, they had already arrived in front of a magic booth. I saw a skinny man performing a trick. There are many good people watching around, it's really lively. Zhang Tianbao forcefully separated the crowd and squeezed straight to the front of the crowd. Xiaoyao shouted anxiously, Tianbao, don't join in the fun. We have already agreed to go to Kyoto to participate in this year's scientific examination, haven't we? Zhang Tianbao said nonchalantly, it's okay, it's okay. Let's go to Kyoto. It's not urgent yet. Let's go see the excitement first, the two of us. As the old saying goes, when a person sees something rare, they must have a long lifespan. Come on, Xiaoyao, hurry up and follow me. After hearing this, Xiaoyao pulled the little donkey hard and followed closely. P.S. New book, seeking various data support. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 3. I transfer. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3. I transfer. I saw a skinny man in this crowd, working very hard to attract customers. The skinny man shouted, hey, all the guests coming and going from south to north, come and take a look. Small. Gambling. Pleasure, big. Gambling. Getting rich. Small. Gambling. You can buy land and land, big. Gambling. You can make a fortune. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, give it a try too. Hee 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 hee. You guys won again, you guys actually won again. Come on, come on, come on, everyone come and guess. Zhang Tianbao asked curiously, hey, hey, hey. What are you doing here? The skinny man gave a cunning smile and quickly explained, we are just guessing if there is one. If you guess correctly, in which bowl are my beans? I will compensate 10 for 1. After seeing this, Zhang Tianbao rubbed his hands and prepared to give it a try. Xiaoyao was very anxious and quickly grabbed Zhang Tianbao's sleeve. Zhang Tianbao asked in confusion, Xiaoyao, what are you doing? Xiaoyao whispered, Tianbao, what are you doing with this thing? Let me tell you, these messy techniques are all some deceptive tricks. You can't believe these so-called martial arts routines. After hearing this, the skinny man anxiously said, hey 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 hey. This little brother. How do you speak, you person? This is a great opportunity for me to get rich. Take a look, the little brother next to you just won a lot of money. Come on, come on, come on, come on, play with a couple, come on, play with a couple. Zhang Tianbao said excitedly, okay, okay, I'll just play a few games. Xiaoyao, go ahead and stay on the side, don't ruin my enjoyment. Maybe I can still win a little more money. Xiaoyao had no choice but to pout and glare at the thin and emaciated man before getting angry. The skinny man was very proud and raised his eyebrows before quickly moving the 3 bowls on the table. Moreover, the skinny man muttered, come on, come on, come on, you guys keep an eye on it. I'll turn, I'll turn, I'll turn, I'll turn again. I'll go around, I'll go around, I'll go around. Hey, if you guess correctly, I'll compensate 10 out of 1. Hurry up and tell me, which bowl is it in exactly? Zhang Tianbao hesitated for a moment before pointing directly to the bowl in the middle. Then, Zhang Tianbao said with great certainty, I guess it's right here. After hearing this, Xiaoyao quickly said, no, 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 you're not guessing right. It's not in this bowl, but in the bowl on the left. Zhang Tianbao said angrily, how could this be? Just now, I've already seen it right, it must be in this bowl. I really have a clear idea, his hand is right here. Xiaoyao said anxiously, no, definitely not in this bowl. So, Zhang Tianbao and Xiaoyao were very dissatisfied and started arguing loudly. The skinny man asked angrily, hey. Guess which bowl you're going to have. You two, who in the end has the final say. This motivational technique was used to strike directly at the key points, and it really worked. So Zhang Tianbao said with a big grin, if I pay, then you have to listen to me. Well, of course. I'm the final say. The skinny man gave an extremely cunning smile and loudly said, yes, 3, 2, 1, go. Immediately, the skinny man gently opened the bowl. As a result, there was nothing in that bowl. The skinny man laughed and said, open, there's nothing inside. He. This time, you lost. Otherwise, you can open another bowl and see that the beans are in that bowl. After the skinny man finished speaking, he quickly grabbed the silver and stuffed it into his sleeve. Xiaoyao stomped his feet anxiously and loudly criticized, Tianbao, have you seen it? I said it wasn't in that bowl, but you still don't believe it. Zhang Tianbao touched his chin and pondered, saying, that's impossible. I saw it very clearly, there can't be any mistake. The skinny man looked at Xiaoyao and said in a teasing tone, This little brother, although his eyes are small, they are very focused. You, brother, really have a good eye. Xiaoyao said proudly, when he moved just now, I had already seen it clearly. Zhang Tianbao looked thoughtfully at Xiaoyao and then at the skinny man. The skinny man warmly shouted, come on, let's keep driving. Xiaoyao said with a hint of excitement, how about? I'll play with it too. Can I also put a bet on it? The skinny man said happily, come on, let's play together. Xiaoyao said awkwardly, but I didn't bring any silver today. Zhang Tianbao smiled heartily and casually said, it's okay, I have money in my hands. Come, Xiaoyao, this money is for you to play with. Xiaoyao just smiled awkwardly and said, this money can be considered as lent to me by you. Zhang Tianbao, however, paid no attention and waved his hand repeatedly with a calm expression. The skinny man said excitedly, come on, let's continue playing. Yes, I'll go around. I'll turn again. Come, you guys guess again, where are the beans in that bowl? Zhang Tianbao and Xiaoyao stared intently at the hands of the skinny man. Then, the two of them, still somewhat puzzled, looked at each other. The skinny man proudly said, this time, you must be careful. I saw Zhang Tianbao pointing again at the bowl in the middle. Zhang Tianbao said with great certainty, I guess it's still inside here. Xiaoyao said anxiously, no. I see. It's still the bowl on the left. After Xiaoyao finished speaking, he placed the silver in his hand on his left side. But Zhang Tianbao, on the other hand, placed the silver in the middle. The skinny man happily said, you guys bet here, right? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. There's none in either bowl, so it's in the bowl on the right. Ha. You two guessed wrong. The skinny man laughed loudly and grabbed the silver in both places in his own hands. Zhang Tianbao was very puzzled and looked at the skinny man without saying a word. Xiaoyao said unwillingly, Hey. Is this not going well? You clearly put the beans in this bowl just now. You move over, then move over again. Finally, you moved over again. Zhang Tianbao frowned and rubbed his chin with his hand, as if pondering something. Then, Zhang Tianbao looked at the skinny man with a scrutinizing gaze. The skinny man quickly defended himself and said, "Ah ah ah ah. Whatever you know how to read, you have to look at the door." As the saying goes, outsiders watch the excitement, while insiders watch the door. As long as you can see the way, you can win money. The words I just said are from the bottom of my heart. You two talk about it, is that the truth? Come again, you guys come again. With a cold smile, Zhang Tianbao gritted his teeth and said, "Okay, okay, okay. Then let's come again, come again, come again." I saw Zhang Tianbao take out an ingot of silver and put it directly into Zhao Shao's hand. Then, Zhang Tianbao quickly whispered to Zhao Shao, whispering to each other. After hearing this, Zhao Shao couldn't help but show an extremely narrow-minded smile on his face. P.S. New book, seeking various data support. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 4. The Tricks of River and Lake Scammers. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. The Tricks of River and Lake Scammers. I saw Zhang Tianbao take out an ingot of silver and put it directly into Zhao Shao's hand. Then, Zhang Tianbao quickly whispered to Zhao Shao, whispering to each other. After hearing this, Zhao Shao couldn't help but show an extremely narrow-minded smile on his face. Immediately, Zhang Tianbao said with some concern, "Brother Tianbao, this. If I really bet on this one, it's a bit too big, isn't it?" Zhang Tianbao gave a cunning smile and said as if nothing had happened, "It's okay, just keep your guard and bet boldly. Don't worry." The skinny man said happily, come on, let's officially start now." He. I turn. Come on, have you two discussed it yet?" Zhang Tianbao smiled and said, the two of us have just discussed it." The skinny man said excitedly, "So? Where are you going to bet?" Zhao Shao said with great certainty, "I'm still in this position on the left, that's this position." Then, Zhang Tianbao bit his back teeth and was once again ruthless, placing the silver in his hand next to the bowl on the left. The skinny man, thinking he was successful, said, he. "Is that it? Okay. Are you two going to bet on it, right?" He. 3, 2, 1, open. Ah. There's still no one here. Zhao Shao looked up, down, left, and right at this thin man with an incredulous gaze. At this moment, Zhang Tianbao still smiled and said, "Come on, keep driving. The skinny man slowly lifted the middle bowl as well. Then, the skinny man laughed very exaggeratedly and said, "Ahaha. There's no such thing." Zhang Tianbao said angrily, Come on, you keep going. I must see if there are any beans in the last bowl." The skinny man happily said, he. The beans are here." Then, the skinny man was ready to reach out and lift the last bowl. Zhang Tianbao gave a cold smile and said, he. Please wait for me for a while. After seeing this, Zhao Shao quickly reached out his hand and directly pressed down on the bowl. But Zhang Tianbao tightly grasped the thin man's right hand. Zhang Tianbao suddenly reached out with his big hand and shook it vigorously, revealing the thin man's wide sleeves. A green and sparkling bean immediately fell off the thin man's sleeve. Suddenly, the skinny man's face had turned extremely pale. Just like a face pricked with paper, pale and terrifying. In fact, the tricks of these scammers are the most feared to be exposed. Once exposed, the consequences they need to bear are very serious. Mild ones will be beaten up by everyone and even have to return the stolen money. Heavy ones may be twisted and sent to the government for several years of imprisonment. Even when encountering people with extreme emotions, they would chop their hands and feet to understand hatred. At this moment, the skinny man felt weak and sweated profusely. Zhang Tianbao pinched this bean and sneered, Where are the beans originally? Grandmate dropped her leg, you bastard. I can't believe you dare to play with me. Come, repay the money. Hurry up and give me back the money. What are you grinding? Hurry up a bit. The skinny man rubbed his hands and said with an embarrassed smile, He. Do you want me to lose money? That. There's no way out. After the skinny man finished speaking, he suddenly lifted the table and ran away in a panic, holding his head. So, Zhang Tianbao and Zhao Xiao, both of them, were furious and chased after each other tightly. Zhao Xiao angrily cursed, Tang Yangdi, this damn thing. After eating the bear's heart and leopard's gallbladder, how dare you deceive us? Wait a moment, as long as we catch him, I must make him look good. Zhang Tianbao gritted his teeth and said, He. Let him run 100 meters first. Speaking of which, I have never defeated anyone in this racing ability. Apart from me, there is no one who can't run away, little donkey. Zhao Xiao, use your strength to suck milk and chase after me. As long as I catch this river and lake scammer, I will be rewarded heavily, brother. In no time, the two of them had already caught up with that swindler. Zhang Tianbao threw a fierce kick and kicked the skinny man to the ground. And Zhao Xiao, who was furious, rode on this skinny man and swung his big palm. Pop 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 pop. Pop 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 pop. Pop 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 pop. Pop 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 pop. In no time, the skinny man's face had swollen like a pig's head. Zhang Tianbao kicked the skinny man fiercely again, feeling that he had not completely cleared his grudge. The skinny man begged for mercy pitifully, two young masters, please spare me. Please, two young masters. Your adults have a large amount, so let me go for now. I have an 80-year-old mother above me and a baby waiting for milk below. Actually, the reason why I did this trick is also to support my family. After hearing the words of the skinny man, Zhang Tianbao and Zhao Xiao both hesitated a bit. At this moment, those onlookers who were eating melons were not polite and exposed the truth of the matter. Master Zhang, you must not believe the lies of this swindler. This scammer has already deceived many people in our place. A few honest villagers were all deceived by this river and lake scammer, leaving their wives and children scattered and their families destroyed. Please, two noble gentlemen, be sure to uphold justice and punish the swindlers of rivers and lakes. Yes, I don't know how many people have suffered from it. We have all been deceived by him before, and we all wish we could kill him. Right, kill this river and lake scammer, you must kill him. Suddenly, the onlookers were all passionately condemning this river and lake scammer. In the midst of the crowd, I don't know who it was, but I shouted loudly, villagers, hit him. So everyone began to take action one after another, and began to vigorously beat the despicable swindler. Zhang Tianbao saw that the situation was not good, so he quickly stopped everyone. If we continue to fight like this, we will definitely cause casualties. So Zhang Tianbao quickly said, everyone, don't fight anymore. If you continue to fight, you will kill him. If there is a lawsuit for human life, I am not responsible. After hearing this, everyone quickly withdrew to the side, and no one continued to fight. Zhang Tianbao stepped on the lean man's chest and sternly asked, Jiang Hu liar, I'm here to ask you. Now, do you want to die or live? The skinny man asked in confusion, young master, how can you say this? If you want to die, how do you say? If you want to live, what should you say? Zhang Tianbao gave a faint smile and said coldly, he. Don't you understand? If you want to die, I'll let everyone just kill you. If you want to live, then you can buy your life with money. If you are sensible, hurry up and spit out those unjust gains. If you are still stubborn, then we are not polite. Why don't we send you to the government? What do you think? The skinny man pleaded bitterly and said, "This young master, I was wrong, I was wrong, I was wrong. In the future. I dare not dare again. I beg you, treat me like a fart and let me go. I'll refund you all your money, do you think it's okay?" Zhang Tianbao just snorted coldly and quickly gave a glance to Xiaoyao next to him. P.S. New book, seeking various data support. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 5. Mo Zhui, a poor enemy. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Mo Zhui, a poor enemy. Zhang Tianbao just snorted coldly and gave a secret glance to Xiaoyao next to him. So Xiaoyao searched back and forth on the thin man's body without stopping. Quickly, Xiaoyao said happily, "Brother Tianbao, I have it, I have it, I have it. I have already found the silver for the two of us. Brother, take a look. Hurry up and take a look. This is silver, the silver for the two of us. Hey, it seems there's still quite a bit of silver in this money bag." Zhang Tianbao's eyes widened and then he sternly said, It's all unjust wealth. All these silver coins with improper sources must be confiscated. Xiaoyao, please give me the silver first. Then, you go find a relatively sturdy rope and tie it to this despicable scammer. The two of us, now take this river and lake fraudster and send him to the government. After hearing this, Xiaoyao quickly turned around and went everywhere to look for the rope. At this moment, Zhang Tianbao, holding the money bag in his hand, smiled proudly. At first glance, this skinny man saw that the current situation was very unfavorable, so he suddenly gave a carp and took the opportunity to stand up. I haven't waited for everyone to fully react yet. That deceitful swindler has already smeared oil on his soles and escaped unscathed. Xiaoyao asked anxiously, is it really strange? Tianbao, where are people? Where is that river and lake fraudster? Where exactly did he hide? Temeda, how could you run so fast? In just one moment, he had already run away without a trace. This unscrupulous thing, don't let me catch him again. If I have the chance to catch him again, I must do my best to repair him. Zhang Tianbao just smiled lightly and quickly grabbed Xiaoyao, who was furious. Xiaoyao, puzzled, turned his head to look at Zhang Tianbao with a bewildered expression on his face. With a faint smile, Zhang Tianbao casually said, all right, don't chase after me anymore. Actually, I deliberately let him go. Xiaoyao said unwillingly, Brother Tianbao, what do you mean by, you. Why don't you let me go and tidy up well, that despicable scammer? Zhang Tianbao patiently explained, Xiaoyao, my good brother, you really don't know anything. As the saying goes, don't chase after poor bandits. These river and lake fraudsters are not big villains, and there is no need to exterminate them all. Besides, stay on the front line of being a person, so we can see each other better in the future. Xiaoyao scolded repeatedly and said, Look, we were still deceived by him, right? I've told you before, it's obvious that it's just a scam. I don't want you to participate, but you insist on participating. Take a look, are we still fooled? And as a result, you even dragged me, brother, into the water. After hearing this, Zhang Tianbao felt a bit annoyed and glared at Xiaoyao. Xiaoyao said with a hint of guilt, that Tianbao brother. Actually, what I mean is, I just feel a little sorry for the silver. We lost so much silver just now. Fortunately, it was you who made a timely move and managed to recover the silver. After Xiaoyao finished speaking, his face couldn't help but show an extremely embarrassed expression. Zhang Tianbao furrowed his brow slightly, and his mood became extremely complicated. Hey, it's really annoying, Granny Tay dropped her leg. Emma, this ancient Ming society is really not fun. I don't even have a phone here, so I can't download an anti-fraud app. Otherwise, Zhang Tianbao would have rushed back immediately to download an anti-fraud app. As the saying goes, anti-fraud app, you deserve it. Zhang Tianbao thought of this and said with a sense of disappointment, Zhao Xiaoer, is that what you're talking about? Actually, even though we lost some silver, it wasn't the scariest thing. But the most crucial thing is that I have learned a craft. As the saying goes, the layman watches the excitement, the layman watches the door. Just now, I saw through his tricks all at once. Actually, playing with this thing requires quick eyesight and quick hands. Stop talking, stop talking, stop talking. I need to go home quickly, practice my techniques well, and strive to achieve excellence. After Zhang Tianbao finished speaking, he was already hot and eager to leave here. At this moment, Zhao Xiaoer smiled obsequiously and even blocked Zhang Tianbao's path. Zhang Tianbao asked in confusion, Zhao Xiaoer, what do you mean by this? Zhao Xiaoer said anxiously, Brother Tianbao, could you wait a moment? It's not very important now whether you learn leather craftsmanship from me or not. What's important is that I borrowed so much silver from you just now. I don't have money to repay you right now. After Zhao Xiaoer finished speaking, he was very embarrassed and quickly lowered his head. Zhang Tianbao smiled very heartily, then reached out his hand and vigorously patted Zhao Xiaoer's shoulder. Then, Zhang Tianbao smiled and said, ha ha ha. I thought something was going on. We are all our own brothers, it's okay, it's okay. So, you're just worried about this issue. We have already recovered the lost silver, haven't we? Come on, I'll give you another 20 taels of silver. Alright, don't think so much anymore. Zhang Tianbao casually took out 20 taels of silver from his sleeve. Then, Zhang Tianbao put these 20 taels of silver directly into Zhao Xiaoer's hand. Zhao Xiaoer waved his hands repeatedly, blushing and saying, how can this be okay? I lost the money, should I be unlucky? Moreover, that swindler from all over the world was also caught by you. Even these silver coins are what you demanded back. I can't do anything to help, how could I have the audacity to go and get these silver? Zhang Tianbao gave a very cheerful smile and said, ha ha ha. It's okay, my good brother. These silver coins, then even if they are, I have advanced the tuition fees for you. By the way, in the future, you need to pay attention to one issue. You can't call me a disciple, and I don't want to call you a master either. It's normal for the two of us to be brothers. In the future, you call me brother and I call you brother. After listening, Zhao Xiaoer was very excited and bared his teeth, laughing so hard that he couldn't see his eyes. Immediately, Zhao Xiaoer quickly said, Brother Tianbao, what you said makes perfect sense. In the future, you will have the final say in everything between our brothers. I saw Zhang Tianbao slapping Zhao Xiaoer's shoulder very hard. Then, Zhang Tianbao said with deep emotion, good brother, well said, that's enough meaning. It's my brother, walking the same way. There is this life, there is no afterlife. The long road of life, with good brothers, can we go further? Zhao Xiaoer, I won't tell you for now. I'm going home to practice my hands. I need to quickly learn this unique craft. After Zhang Tianbao finished speaking, he hurriedly prepared to leave here. Zhao Xiaoer was very moved and said, Tianbao, please walk slowly. If your shoes break in the future, remember to come find me. Zhang Tianbao didn't turn his head back and gently waved his hand, then quickly walked forward. Looking at Zhang Tianbao's back, he had gradually drifted away. Zhao Xiaoer was very moved and gently wiped away the tears from the corners of his eyes. Subsequently, Zhao Xiaoer was preoccupied and headed towards his stall. In the following period of time, Zhang Tianbao and Zhao Xiao were both diligently studying how to perform magic tricks. A wealthy and carefree playboy named Zhang Tianbao. A Zhao Xiao, an unknown little cobbler from a poor family. In fact, even the two of them themselves could not have imagined that so many things would happen in the future. Even, they were passively involved in the cruel and ruthless court and the world of fighting and killing. The dazzling world of the world. A court full of intrigue and intrigue. Various characters. Something that is neither funny nor funny. What will happen to their adventurous journey in the coming time? And how should the two of them face what is going to happen? Ladies and gentlemen, the next exciting story will be told to you. P.S. New book, seeking various data support. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 6. Not being able to stand in line is in vain. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. Not being able to stand in line is in vain. At this time, the Ming dynasty was in the middle and later stages of the Ming dynasty. Due to the excessive concentration of imperial power, the emperor neglected to govern and eunuchs abused their power and led to the loss of power to the country. This has led to those at the bottom living in dire straits. For a moment, both inside and outside the court were filled with complaints. In the officialdom of the Ming dynasty, various complex political forces were also engaged in open and covert struggles. During this period, many extraordinary folk figures and scholars also joined in this unique historical story. Zhang Tianbao and Zhao Xiao, both intentionally or unintentionally, participated in a hilarious and absurd story. The morning of this day. The young Emperor Zhu Yushao, who had just turned 16 years old, was sitting upright on the Jinyuan Hall, a bit absent-minded. Under this magnificent hall, standing still and majestic, there were 2 rows of civil and military officials. Looking at the courtiers below the main hall, the little emperor lazily asked, "Dear ministers, do you have any plans to play?" At this moment, Prime Minister Yang Wulian quickly stepped forward and loudly said, "Your Majesty, I have something to report." The little emperor smiled and said, "Oh. Yang Aiqing, what's up with you? Old Prime Minister, please speak. Prime Minister Yang Wulian bent slightly and said loudly, "Your Majesty, Rong Chen, slowly speak." Since the Ming dynasty implemented the policy of rest and recuperation, the crops from all over the country have been harvested bountifully year after year, creating a great harvest. Plus the barren and barren land north of the Huai River, south of Sichuan, and so on. We have carried out large-scale land reclamation, quickly filled in refugees, and the population is also increasing year by year. Throughout the country, in the southern and northern regions of the Yangtze River, there have been no more famines, diseases, or epidemics. Tribute trade has played a role in both appeasing and attracting small neighboring countries. Even overseas trade has become more active and prosperous. Along the canal, there is a constant flow of small and large commercial ships coming and going. The surrounding cities are incredibly prosperous and lively. Small and large commercial villages are becoming more popular and abundant. The military camps throughout the country also account for 1/10 of the country's arable land area. The grain tax in border areas is abundant and stable, with sufficient reserves. All kinds of affairs have also been greatly improved. Your Majesty, I have already said everything that I want to say. After listening, the little emperor was very satisfied and nodded repeatedly. Then, the little emperor praised him very much and said, "Prime Minister Yang, you said it very well. Your rainbow fart is also very useful to me. Ha ha ha. Yang Aiqing, why don't you take a break?" After receiving praise from the little emperor, Yang Wulian proudly returned to the train. Wei Zhongxian, who was standing in the other row, pursed his lips and said disdainfully, Damn it, a very good improvement. Yang Wulian, you flatter the emperor every day. The little emperor's face darkened and he asked extremely displeased, Wei Aiqing, do you have something to say? Wei Zhongxian saw that the situation was not good, so he quickly explained, well, I'll just say a few words, Wei Chen. Your Majesty, since ascending to the throne, you have been diligent in national affairs and striving for excellence in governance. Over the past year, the mainland has had smooth weather and the border areas have also been peaceful. Your Majesty, you have boldly explored many exchanges between us and overseas. Looking at it, the world is peaceful, the country is peaceful and the people are safe. In today's society, Guotai is prosperous and unprecedentedly prosperous, which is actually a blessing for the people of our dynasty. Even I, as a humble minister, am blessed with the divine grace of Emperor Changmu. Facing inside and outside, the auspicious aura winds around, and everything is safe and peaceful. Wei Chen, I really have no record to play. Wei Zhongxian, who is as loyal as a traitor, has a superior level of flattery. These two old foxes are not easy to deal with. The little emperor thought of this and could only smile and say, two old foxes. Yang Wulian. Your Majesty. Wei Haoxian. Your Majesty. To conceal his slip of tongue, the little emperor quickly raised his right hand and touched his forehead. Then, the little emperor quickly disguised himself and said, Ah. No, no, no. Two beloved ladies, you both speak very well. You both speak very well. Deeply understand my intentions, deeply understand my intentions. You two must cooperate sincerely and serve the court. In the future, don't fight openly or secretly in front of me. Yang Wulian answered loudly, Yes, yes, the emperor is right, it makes a lot of sense. Wei Zhongxian quickly said, Okay, we too will definitely follow your will, emperor. Yang Wulian and Wei Zhongxian glanced at each other. Then, they let out a cold snort as if no one was holding on to anyone. And other ministers, who were tacit, chose to remain silent. The easternly Xian Shi and the westernly Xian Shi of the previous dynasty have both taken control of half of the imperial palace. The power between these two women is as strong as water and fire, not giving in to each other. In addition, there is the former imperial concubine Jing Guifei hidden behind her, who is also ambitious and controls many things in the harem. In this court, there are numerous factions and a chaotic group. Yang Wulian, Zhuo Guangdou, and Yi Xiangao mainly represent the power of the civil service group. The descendants of those high-ranking generals represent the power of the general group. And Wei Zhongxian, who has many followers, represents the power of those eunuchs. Because of the mutual tug-of-war between various rights and the hidden struggles between multiple interests. So, the political views between Yang Wulian and Wei Zhongxian have always been at odds. This matter is also an open secret. Other civil and military officials were even more cautious and dared not cross the thunder pit. Once encountered, the two of them fought and pinched each other. Most courtiers try to maintain a relatively neutral attitude. No one is willing to take the initiative to stand in line until it is absolutely necessary. If one is not careful, and if they stand in the wrong line, it's just a matter of losing their head. So, how to stand in line is also a technical job. Not being able to stand in line is like wasting it. Above the main hall, the little Emperor Zhu Yuxiao looked at Yang Wulian and Wei Zhongxian with great interest. As a chosen son, little Emperor Zhu Yuxiao naturally understands the balance of various court powers. The two people who were fighting and pinching each other, after several rounds of comparison, stopped saying anything more. Suddenly, the atmosphere beneath the main hall began to become extremely awkward. The little emperor said somewhat disappointed, "Two beloved ministers, please continue to perform. Why did your debate suddenly stop between the two of you? If both of you have nowhere else to play. So, according to my opinion, why don't we go down to court today?" After hearing this, Yang Wulian and Wei Zhongxian both referred to each other repeatedly. At this moment, a young eunuch on duty came running and reporting the news. Newspaper. Big things are not going well. The little emperor's face darkened and he asked coldly, if there's anything you need, just tell me slowly. Don't be restless, just say, big things are not good. What big deal is there in this world? Can we say, heaven? Can we still collapse? After hearing the accusation from the little emperor, the eunuch who reported the news quickly adjusted his overly nervous emotions. Then, the eunuch nervously said, Your Majesty, you don't know anything. That, the envoy group of Fusang Island now requests to meet His Majesty. And this time, the demon master from Fusang Island is also among this envoy group. After the eunuch finished speaking, he felt a little uneasy and quickly turned his head to look at the entrance of the main hall. P.S. New book, seeking various data support. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 7. Fusang Island Mission. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Chapter 7. Fusang Island Mission. At this moment, the young Emperor Xiaoyao, who was not yet in his prime, sat firmly on the dragon chair in the Jinwan Hall. Xiaoyao was bored and lowering his head, picking at his own fingers. At the same time, the little Emperor Xiaoyao also deliberately pretended to be very serious in going to court. At this moment, Prime Minister Yang Wulin and eunuch Wei Zhongxian were passionately presenting memorials about how the economy of the Ming dynasty prospered and society stabilized. Xiaoyao listened patiently, looking like a diligent and loving emperor. For a moment, the little emperor's little head was all drowsy, just wanting to lie down and take a nap. After a while, the little emperor became disillusioned and yawned several times, just as he was about to announce his withdrawal from the court. A young eunuch on duty rushed over very quickly and quickly reported the latest news. This news is that there is a delegation of envoys from the island of Fusang, requesting an audience with the current emperor. The eunuch's voice trembled and he said, Report to the emperor, report to the emperor. A delegation of envoys from Fusang Island in the East China Sea, requesting an audience with the emperor. The little emperor Xiaoyao frowned and said impatiently, Oh. Are you talking about, Fusang Island country? Isn't that a small bullet country? Wei Zhongxian quickly agreed and said, Yes, yes. The emperor is right. The entire coverage area of Fusang Island is not as large as one of our state capitals. For so many years, this small island nation of Fusang has always been a vassal state of our Ming dynasty. The little emperor asked calmly, So, what tribute did they bring to Fusang Island? The eunuch who reported the news said, Report to the emperor that they haven't brought anything. Except for the envoy who paid tribute and a close attendant. Also, it's that. The demon master from Fusang Island. The little emperor's face suddenly darkened, and he spoke coldly, They didn't bring anything. So, what are these barbarians who belong to the country doing here? Is it true that they want to come and seek death? Go tell them, I don't want to see them. Let those little dwarfs wait outside the golden palace obediently. Wei Zhongxian quickly agreed and said, Yes, yes. What the emperor said is very reasonable. So, we're still missing, let them continue to wait. Yang Wulin said angrily, Your Majesty, this small island of Fusang is really unreasonable. Since they didn't come to pay tribute with sincerity, let them go as soon as possible. Your Majesty, it saves you from feeling troubled when you see these barbarian rodents. The little emperor furrowed his brows slightly and pondered for a moment before saying, No, let me think again. Besides, avoiding is not a good way either. He. I just want to take a look. What do these unconventional players really want to do? Come on, let's invite them into the palace. Pass on. The eunuch said very respectfully, Follow the order. Quickly, the eunuch on duty shouted loudly, pass on. The tribute envoy of Fusang Island and his followers, immediately go to the palace to pay their respects. Xian, the national teacher of Fusang Island, Go to the palace to pay his respects. After hearing this, Wei Zhongxian sneered and snorted coldly. Even the corners of Yang Wulian's mouth were uncontrollable, with a slight curl. The little emperor couldn't help but laugh, almost to the point of laughing directly. Sleeping trough. Go Dan. Dog bastard. The name of this foreign demon master is really given, it really has culture. Dog egg, that's a great name. Worth giving this foreigner 1 million likes. He. Just as the little emperor, who had secretly thought to himself, was still secretly laughing in his own heart. 3 men dressed in strange clothes had already swaggered into the main hall. Among them, there was a chubby middle-aged man, who was very short and had a sleazy appearance. He was holding a clearance plate in his hand. A discerning person can tell at a glance that this short and middle-aged man is the envoy of Fusang Island. Next to this envoy, there is also a very young attendant. On the face of the young attendant, there was a clear sense of immaturity and unfamiliarity. Even the eyes of the young attendant couldn't help but reveal a very clear foolishness. The middle-aged man in charge, on the other hand, had a fierce appearance. This murderous middle-aged man is the demon master of Fusang Island. Go. It can be said that this scoundrel's status in the island of Fusang is second only to that of the island owner of Fusang. Go is a great mage from Fusang Island and a very famous demon master. Most of the martial arts in Fusang Island come from their own family lineage. However, the martial arts skills of this Go family are different from those of other families. The martial arts practiced by Go are called Ghost Hand Divine Fist. This kind of fist technique is one of the most powerful assassin's maces among them in Fusang Island. Since Go practiced this kind of boxing, he has been able to transform himself into countless arms. Moreover, these countless arms exhibit countless means. Although Go believed that his martial arts were already very advanced. However, the cunning Go Dan did not become complacent about it. On the contrary, he became more cautious and suspicious. Because Go is very clear about his current strength, although it seems very strong. However, for the entire Ming dynasty, it was nothing at all. Since Go came to the Ming dynasty, he once suffered a very serious injury. He almost died under the sword of a martial arts expert. If it weren't for the fact that Go ran away relatively quickly at that time. I'm afraid that Go has already accompanied Prince Yan underground to drink tea. In the past, Go lived in the Ming dynasty for several years. Go is very familiar with and curious about this land. Because Go knew very well that only this powerful Ming Empire was their biggest enemy in Fusang Island. Before Go came to the Ming dynasty, he had heard a shocking rumor. In this Ming dynasty, there is a true martial arts expert. It is said that this true martial arts master is called Dongfang Bubi. According to some reliable sources, this Eastern Invincible has already broken through the innate realm of high martial arts. This Asia the Invincible is a very powerful and mysterious figure. The elusive Eastern Invincible has never revealed its true face in front of the public. Anyone who has seen the true face of Dongfang Bubi has already consumed hatred towards the underworld. This time, the reason why Go drifted across the sea was because he followed this delegation of envoys from Fusang Island to the territory of the Ming dynasty. The main purpose is to find this Asia the Invincible. He wants to have the most fair and just duel with that Asia the Invincible. Go firmly believes that he is the most powerful. Only he, Go is the person with the highest martial arts skills in this world. If so, Go can defeat the so-called East Invincible. It is equivalent to truly defeating the martial arts masters of the entire Ming dynasty. This time, Go arrived at the Ming dynasty and had already secretly made up his mind. He, Go-Erden, must do his best to defeat the spirit of this Ming dynasty. Moreover, Go-Erden still needs to use his own strength to truly defeat the so-called East Invincible. From now on, he will conquer the invincible hands of the Ming dynasty and leave the world to himself. Pursuing the highest martial arts spirit, persevering, and unwavering determination. We will never give up until we achieve our goals. This is the spirit of Bushido that he, a generation of martial arts prodigies, wants to pursue. P.S. New book, seeking various data support. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 8. This demon master from Fusang Island must be strange. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Chapter 8. This demon master from Fusang Island must be strange. 3 men in strange costumes stood proudly in the magnificent palace hall. Especially, the island country demon master led by him, the vulgar and despicable-looking scumbag. He even looked up at the little emperor above the main hall with a very provocative gaze that was extremely disrespectful. At this moment, the little emperor Xiaoyao's heart had suddenly risen, with a hint of displeasure and resentment. So, the eunuch on duty next to the little emperor sternly asked, Fusang Island envoy, why don't you kneel and salute when you see Emperor Daming of our country? Those civil and military officials also criticized one after another, saying, hey, little envoys of our country, why don't you kneel down and kowtow quickly? You foreign envoys, why don't you kneel down quickly when you see the emperor of our Daming kingdom? That's right, how unreasonable. Pull them down, chop them all down, destroy their country in hurry. How much does it mean that these 3 of them are so crude and shameless? This is simply, you don't understand the rules, do you? At this moment, the current Prime Minister Yang Wulian could no longer bear it. I saw Yang Wulian, his tiger eyes wide open and very angry, saying, bold. How dare you, a small foreign vassal state, to appear before our current emperor? It is only natural for you to perform the ritual of kneeling and bowing. Do you mean? You barbarians don't understand the rules. Yang Wulian's voice was loud and deafening. For a moment, the entire hall was filled with a buzzing sound. However, the demonic master of the island country was a scumbag, but he looked indifferent. At this moment, Wei Zhongxian, who always likes to sing against each other, immediately jumped out to see a joke. Wei Zhongxian said in a mocking tone, he. Prime Minister Yang. You rough guy, are you too impolite? They are crooked fruit kernels. They just came over, so naturally they don't understand the rules. After hearing this, Yang Wulian glared at Wei Zhongxian in anger and couldn't help but let out a cold snort. At this moment, Go-Erden arrogantly said, What are the rules? Our esteemed island nation of Fusang pays tribute to you every year and pays tribute to you every year. This year, our island nation of Fusang is no exception. But this is probably the last time. If you still want us on Fusang Island to continue paying tribute to you. So, let's send our respective representatives and speak on the arena. If anyone wins the battle, they will become the lords of this country. If someone loses, they will directly become the opponent's vassal state. I remember, there is a saying in your country that you don't know, do you? The winner is the king, and the loser is the bandit. I, Go-Erden, really appreciate this sentence. So, I don't think your country would object to that either, right? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. The piercing and unpleasant laughter of Go-Erden echoed for a long time in this vast hall. It is obvious that while Go-Erden was laughing loudly, he secretly used some of his internal strength. At this moment, both civil and military officials and the little emperor felt an extreme discomfort. I saw Yang Wulian give a loud shout and then sternly say, hey, how unreasonable. How dare a small foreign country dare to challenge itself here? Really, it's tolerable, which one can't tolerate it? Your Majesty, they should all be bound and expelled from the country. Someone, come on. Take all 3 of them down for me. As soon as Yang Wulian finished speaking, a group of imperial guards waiting outside the door quickly rushed in. Wei Zhongxian's face changed in fear and he said in great panic, Yang Wulian, you reckless guy. Why are you saying that you're about to start a fight? We're going to fight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hurry and leave now, these little vegetable chickens. After hearing Wei Zhongxian's words, those civil and military officials quickly dodged towards the side of the main hall. Several hidden imperial experts also emerged from the darkness, fiercely protecting the little emperor. And those imperial guards were surrounded in groups, like Go Erden in the main hall. Yang Wulian loudly said, kill this demon master from Fusang Island quickly. Suddenly, a group of imperial guards rushed towards the position of Go Erden with all their might. In this extremely tense situation, Go Erden still appeared very calm and composed. I saw Go Erden standing still, his eyes slightly squinting. And Go Erden's mouth couldn't help but curl up, with an extremely vicious smile. It seems that Go Erden stood here without any fear at all. Go Erden sneered and said, ha ha ha, did I hear you wrong? With all of you, these incompetent soft-footed shrimp are still trying to catch me. Do you think that I would just stand still and wait for you to come and kill me? Today, I want to tell you that I will never surrender. Seeing the arrogant and domineering appearance of Go Erden in front of him, Yang Wulian immediately became angry. Yang Wulian stared at a pair of crimson eyes and roared angrily, humph, you bastard. Imperial guards, if you don't take action quickly, take him down. Yang Wulian's words fell. The group of fully armed imperial guards rushed fiercely towards Go Erden in the middle of the hall. But something shocking happened suddenly. Those imperial guards couldn't get close at all, this scumbag's body. Suddenly, an extremely strong gust of wind blew by. The imperial guards who were charging at the forefront were directly thrown out by this incredibly fierce wind. They all fell to the ground one by one, trembling violently and spitting blood continuously in their mouths. It is obvious that these imperial guards have been seriously injured. Even the imperial guards behind were shaken back to the ground by an inexplicable force. And the other imperial guards once again, at the same time, came to kill them. Immediately afterwards, all the imperial guards who rushed towards Go Erden unexpectedly flew backwards. After seeing this situation, the leaders of the imperial guards couldn't help but be surprised. At this moment, the leaders of these imperial guards have probably already guessed. The demon master of Sangjima Kingdom in front of me cannot be an ordinary person. This arrogant Go Erden is definitely a warrior with extremely strong martial arts skills. Yang Wulian saw that all his confidants had been injured by Go Erden, and his face immediately turned extremely pale. So Yang Wulian gritted his teeth and said, humph, Grandmate has dropped her leg. This demon master from Fusang Island must be strange. Go Erden looked at Yang Wulian and the imperial guards with disdain, and let out a cold snort in secret. Looking at those imperial guards, they were already in a state of chaos and rushed towards them with all their might. In Go Erden's eyes, a cold and incomparable light began to flicker continuously. Immediately, Go Erden sneered and said, A group of rabble. Do you think? With just these people, you can stop me? I want you to see how I killed them. Go Erden's words humiliated Yang Wulian, causing his old face to turn red and his throat to heat up fiercely. So Yang Wulian continued to command the imperial army, once again charging fiercely towards Go Erden. But the cunning Go Erden, upon seeing this scene, remained calm and composed. At this moment, in Go Erden's eyes, a cold and extremely cold light suddenly burst out. I saw that Go Erden sneered and said, he. You really overestimated yourself. After Go Erden finished speaking, he smiled grimly and slowly raised his right hand. Suddenly, an extremely terrifying strong airflow swept out like surging waves. P.S. New book, seeking various data support. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 9. A pair of golden-winged birds. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. A pair of golden-winged birds. After Go Erden finished speaking, he smiled grimly and slowly lifted his right hand. Suddenly, an extremely terrifying strong airflow swept out like surging waves. Immediately after, Go Erden's fists slammed fiercely towards the Imperial Guards, using great force. Suddenly, the incredibly rapid momentum of the two fists struck down like two huge peaks. The palms of those hands were still flickering with an extremely terrifying aura. It's like there's a demon beast that's eager for blood, jumping wildly. At this moment, in Go Erden's hand, he was still tightly holding a fiery red talisman paper. Immediately, Go Erden smiled coldly and waved vigorously around the hall. Suddenly, a huge blood-red light curtain enveloped all the Imperial Guards. After seeing this scene, Yang Wulian's heart couldn't help but thump for a moment. At this moment, Yang Wulian was very anxious and thought to himself. Sleeping in bed, what a big deal. Can you say that my Imperial Guards can't even defeat this demon? Are we really going to lose the Imperial Army of the Ming Dynasty? At this moment, Yang Wulian rubbed his hands anxiously, unsure of what to do. At this moment, an extremely crisp sound of bells suddenly rang. Immediately after, a pair of huge golden-winged birds suddenly appeared on the back of Go Erden. The two huge golden-winged birds are about 7 or 8 meters long. The golden-winged bird's entire body even showed a very eerie fiery red color. On the bodies of these two golden-winged birds, it seems to be covered with a thin layer of golden scales. The little emperor and all the civil and military officials looked at each other, unable to speak for a moment. Everyone was very surprised and focused on these two extremely eerie golden-winged birds. Just when everyone has not yet reacted. This pair of golden-winged birds have already charged directly into the midst of those Imperial Guards. In no time, these two golden-winged birds had already knocked down these Imperial Guards one after another. At this moment, Go Erden's face couldn't help but show a ferocious smile. Immediately after, Go Erden opened his hands and let out a loud roar. Suddenly, a blood-red flame emerged from Go Erden's palm. Almost in the blink of an eye. Groups of blazing flames burned all the Imperial Guards into piles of ashes. Seeing Go Erden in front of me, the techniques I used were so powerful. The little emperor couldn't help but feel a little worried in his heart. It can be confirmed that this sorcerer from Sangjima Kingdom is definitely not an ordinary wizard. If this scumbag is really a simple wizard, how could one have the ability to incinerate everything? Moreover, Go Erden was able to calmly kill so many people amidst the layers of encirclement by the Imperial Army. This demon master from Sangdao Kingdom, who can use such evil spells, should be punished in his heart. Thinking of this, the little emperor's gaze was already filled with a hint of killing intent. Immediately, the little emperor turned his questioning gaze directly towards Yang Wulian. This Yang Wulian is the prime minister of this dynasty, who was once the top scorer in martial arts. However, today, Yang Wulian's performance in the main hall. But it made the little emperor feel very speechless and disappointed. The Imperial Guards guarding the Imperial Palace were crafted by Yang Wulian, the Prime Minister of Wu, with his own hands. I can't believe they were so vulnerable to a single blow. Yang Wulian saw that those Imperial Guards were all annihilated by the Demon Master in front of him within a single move. This made Yang Wulian feel a great insult in his heart. Yang Wulian shouted angrily, "Hey, bold demon! You have eaten the bear's heart and leopard's gallbladder, how dare you harm my people? Today, no matter what, I must have you die." After Yang Wulian finished speaking, he charged fiercely towards Go Erden on the opposite side. Watching Yang Wulian rushing towards him, Go Erden did not show any signs of panic or fear. On the contrary, Go Erden remained very calm and stood in place. I saw an extremely dazzling red light, just under Go Erden's feet, suddenly condensed into a blood-red dragon. Immediately after, the long dragon rushed straight towards Yang Wulian's body. Yang Wulian saw the situation was not good, so he flipped several somersaults in a row before shamelessly avoiding it. And after circling for a few weeks, the dragon headed straight into the clouds and disappeared. Immediately after, Go Erden pulled out a cold dagger from his sleeve. This dagger looks very strange. It's not as sharp as those ordinary daggers. On the contrary, at first glance, it appears very peculiar and comical. On top of the dagger, there is also a very strange pattern meticulously carved. The pattern of this pattern is very ancient and complex. It's like silently telling a very extraordinary story. This dagger looks very mysterious and carries a very dangerous aura. Moreover, within this dagger, a roar similar to that of a monster kept coming out. It seems that such a crooked weapon is really eerie. It's really difficult to deal with. Yang Wulian and the Imperial Guards were immediately shocked and fearful. However, the current situation is very sticky and urgent. You should know that their little emperor, but a young monarch, still needs their protection. Yang Wulian thought of this and bit his back teeth, unable to care about anything else. So Yang Wulian waved his sword and fiercely charged towards Go Erden. Regardless of whether Yang Wulian has a complete victory or not, he must face difficulties and rise up. Because Yang Wulian knew very well that he had to take action to stop the act of being a scumbag. If we allow ourselves to indulge in promiscuity, the consequences can be very serious. Those Imperial Guards, including those civil and military officials, will all suffer a catastrophic disaster. Even the little emperor above the main hall could be in danger of his life. So, at this time, Yang Wulian had no way to escape. In fact, Yang Wulian knew very well in his heart. Even if his own martial arts are strong, it is only a physical strength. But this Go-Air egg has already practiced some extremely demonic spells. With Yang Wulian's current strength, he is simply unable to deal with this extremely terrifying island demon master. When Yang Wulian thought of this, a hint of immense sadness appeared on his face. Seeing Yang Wulian rushing towards him, Go Erden's lips couldn't help but show a hint of sarcastic sneer. Go Erden sneered and said, "Lord Yang, you can't beat me at all. Do you really have to prepare to continue fighting with me? Actually, you, a small human warrior, are not my opponent at all. In my opinion, why don't we do it this way? I see that you are a very determined warrior, and I can give you a chance. You should be more sensible and kneel down obediently, kowtow to me 100 times. If you can do this, I can spare your life." After hearing this, Yang Wulian, who was waving his sword, immediately became furious. Yang Wulian sternly rebuked, "Humph, you bastard, how dare you talk to me like that?" Go Erden just smiled coldly, with a teasing expression on his face. At this moment, the two extremely terrifying golden-winged birds also slowly landed back on Go Erden's shoulders. Go Erden grinned loudly, and his face couldn't help but show an extremely proud expression. Moreover, Go Erden said arrogantly, "You cowards, go play with them." Yang Wulian gritted his teeth and said, "Pooh, bold demon." After speaking, Yang Wulian drew a sword and fiercely struck Go Erden's head. Go Erden looked very disdainful and pursed his mouth. I saw Go Erden lightly jump up and easily dodge past. And behind Go Erden, a pair of golden-winged birds immediately flew into the sky. Suddenly, the sword in Yang Wu's hand had already fallen into a void. That sharp sword fiercely severed a pillar in the main hall. And it also came out, bang dot. A muffled sound. At this moment, Go Erden said with a relaxed expression. "You people are still too weak. Ha ha ha. I think you should surrender obediently." Yang Wulian gritted his teeth and said, "You shameful demon, you know these narrow-minded people. Go Erden sneered disdainfully and said, since you're not as skilled as humans, don't say so much more. Don't say anything off the beaten track. As long as it is the ability to win, that is the way. Yang Wulian was in great pain, furrowed his brows, and gritted his teeth before saying, Go Erden, don't talk nonsense. I advise you, these unnamed rodents from other countries, to obediently surrender and capture them, otherwise, if you are today, then you won't be able to leave here. Go Erden said disdainfully, he. Is that right? I really want to take a look at this seat, but what can you do for me? Go Erden suddenly raised his hand and slammed fiercely towards Yang Wulian's face. P.S. New book, seeking various data support. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 10. Tribute from the Ambassador of Sangjima Kingdom. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10 Tribute from the Ambassador of Sangjima Kingdom. Go Erden suddenly raised his hand and slammed it fiercely towards Yang Wulian's face. Yang Wulian saw something unusual and moved very quickly, in a blink of an eye. At the same time, Yang Wulian quickly used a lightning strike with 5 consecutive whips. Boom boom dot. After a loud bang, Go Erden and Yang Wulian both coincidentally flew out upside down together. Pushi dot. With a sound. Immediately, Yang Wulian's mouth was already spewing out a large mouthful of millennium-old blood. However, Go Erden, who was severely injured, took several steps back in a row before finally stabilizing his own figure. The incredibly stunning scene before me is truly catching people off guard. This made those civil and military officials unable to control themselves anymore and began to shiver. Even the little emperor above the main hall couldn't help but take a deep breath. At this moment, the old eunuch Wei Zhongxian stood behind those civil and military officials, his face suddenly darkened. Then, Wei Zhongxian remained silent and slowly retreated outside the main hall. The little emperor glanced slightly and cursed inwardly, sleeping trough dot. Grandma T's leg dropped, this damn old fox. Wei Zhongxian, Wei Laogo, you are really a person who is greedy for life and afraid of death. What exactly is this, asking you to come and protect me? Or should I, your majesty, come and protect you, this group of old, by. Humph, this group of wine bags and rice bags. What's the use of raising you bunch of trash? The little emperor thought of this and his handsome and unparalleled face began to slowly transform into a gloomy and ruthless expression. At this moment, the entire solemn hall suddenly fell into a damn silence. I saw this self-proclaimed cunning second egg, but he was arrogant and looked around. Then, Go Erden arrogantly said, ha ha ha. The little emperor of the Ming dynasty. I am a person who always acts honestly and never deceives others. I'll give you 15 days to recruit talents and select martial arts masters. Then, let the martial arts masters you have selected compete with me again. If you could win over me. So, I, the kingdom of Fusang, pay tribute to you every year and pay tribute to you every year. If you still can't win, he. Then, don't expect to receive any more of our country's tribute. Come, let our esteemed envoy read it carefully to you. Move aside, all of you move aside, all of you move aside. After hearing Go Erden's words, those civil and military officials were all obedient and quickly dodged to the side. So, Go Erden swaggered and walked outside the main hall. Looking at Go Erden's back and his arrogant and domineering demeanor. Those civil and military officials were all very angry and said, sleeping trough. This demon master from Fusang Island is really, too domineering and unreasonable. The small country of Fusang Island is too arrogant, isn't it? The despicable Sangdao small country is too arrogant and domineering, it's too infuriating. We should teach them how to be a good person. This envoy from Fusang Island really looks down upon no one. Yeah, they dare to publicly humiliate our current emperor. Does anyone come up with a way to subdue them on the spot? This is really unheard of, unheard of. Why, these island mice seem to have already mastered some very powerful magic. It's obvious that they came with spells. Didn't you all see these sparks carrying lightning? I guess no one can match the strength of our entire country. Look, Prime Minister Yang's lightning 5 consecutive whips have already been used, but they still can't work. Perhaps the holy assassin's refraction has arrived, and perhaps there is still a fight to be made. If only our Ming dynasty could have a magic shield. Sigh. It's really too difficult, it's really too difficult. At this moment, those civil and military officials were whispering and discussing one after another. Immediately, the envoy of Fusang Island said, "The king of Fusang Island pays tribute to Emperor Ming. Our tribute list is as follows. Our rice from Fusang Island, 1 grain. Cow hair, horse hair, wool, 1 each. It's almost done, that's all." After the envoy of Sangjima finished speaking, he fiercely threw the gift card in his hand onto the ground. Then, the envoy of Sangjima Kingdom turned around and left in a fit of anger. And the entourage of the envoy from Sang Island also showed a face of disrespect and quickly followed closely. At this moment, there is a dead silence in the vast hall. Only the confused little emperor and a group of anxious civil and military officials remained on the scene. Looking at the arrogant and domineering figures of the Sangjima Kingdom envoy group. The infuriated little emperor slapped the dragon case fiercely and stood up abruptly. Little Emperor Zhu Yuxiao asked loudly, "Beloved ministers, who else do you know such magic?" I saw the little Emperor Zhu Yuxiao, his eyes burning with flames, fiercely scanning the courtiers below the main hall. And those civil and military officials were all trembling and looking at each other. One of the ministers cautiously said, "Who would know about this? The other ministers were also trembling with fear, repeatedly agreeing. "I've never heard of it before, I've never seen it before. Yes, we don't even know. How could we understand such insidious and vicious witchcraft? Yes, I really don't know." The little emperor was very angry and asked, "I ask you, do any of you know this spell? Tell me, is there any such thing? You guys are all a bunch of losers, all a bunch of trash. Sigh. You guys are really infuriating me. These foreign demons use some unconventional spells to bully no one in my court. Don't you, as a group of courtiers, feel ashamed? What's the point of using you ministers like me? Stop talking. Step back. After the little emperor finished speaking, he angrily shook his sleeves and left the Jinwan hall. And those civil and military officials were all frightened and quickly kowtowed and left. After leaving the Jinwan hall, the little emperor became restless and walked towards the back garden of the palace. The eunuch Wang Yan, who was close to him, carefully asked, "Your Majesty, are you feeling better now? Otherwise, let's go to Lady Li's place and sit down. I heard that Empress Dowager Li has developed a refreshing and peaceful herbal tea. Why don't the emperor take this opportunity to rest his mind and taste it at the same time?" The little emperor hesitated for a moment, then nodded lightly in agreement. After seeing the situation, eunuch Wang Yan shouted loudly, "The emperor has an order to set up the Li Xiu palace." So the little emperor and the accompanying eunuchs walked very quickly towards the direction of the Li Xiu palace. The so-called Li Xiu palace refers to the palace of Empress Li. The real name of this Empress Dowager Li is Li Linyang, a beautiful woman from Jiangnan. This Li Linyang is very beautiful and understanding. A head of shiny black hair, with long hair reaching the waist, is truly delightful. It is precisely for this reason that Li Linyang, the Empress Dowager Li, was very favored by the little emperor. In a very short period of time, this silent and nameless Li Linyang, from a small talent, soared all the way to the position of Empress Dowager. And this palace of Empress Dowager Li was personally bestowed by the little emperor with the name Li Xiu Palace. In no time, the little emperor and a few people had already arrived at the entrance of the Li Xiu Palace. Eunuch Wang Yan arrived at the door and shouted loudly, "Empress Li, the emperor is here." At this moment, in the magnificent and magnificent Li Xiu Palace, Li Linyang, who was bored and daydreaming, immediately became flustered upon hearing this message. I saw Li Linyang, starting to be flustered and quickly getting dressed. After dressing up, Lady Li looked at herself in the mirror and smiled with great satisfaction. Then, Li Linyang quickly walked out the door and warmly welcomed the sudden arrival of the little emperor. P.S. New book, seeking various data support. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th.